Hey guys, I know most of you tune in here for sheep and goat information and things, and a lot of people don't watch any of the cropping videos that I put on, but I still put them on. Some of you enjoy it. It's a no-till cornfield that we no-tilled, and then we got like, I don't know, 6-8 inches of rain there for a few days on it. I don't know if it's gonna make it. We may end up replanting it. Look at all the that's all that green you see there is probably foxtail coming up. But we don't have a very good stand of corn here. Some's still coming. I don't like that. I like all the corn to come up at once, but it's struggling. And you get up on the terrace tops, and it's better. Of course, water ran off of it, but this isn't even the belly of the terrace here. We'll just have to see. It's too wet to replant anything now, come in and do anything. So, you know, well, one good thing about this being right here at home, across the fence from the oats that we'll be grazing, that we could come in here if it's not a great stand or something, but we could just let it be. We could come in and graze it this fall. So we have that option here. For some places maybe it's going to be all right. I don't know. It's just too early to tell. There's so much residue there. It's hard to see. There could be more there than what I'm looking at, or what I can see when I'm looking at it, you know. But like, you know, there's a row, and you see a plant right there, but I don't see anything for, I don't know, 3 feet probably. So, I don't know. We'll see. And this field had some cereal rye in it. We don't really know where it came from because we never planted it this past year. It was really a thick stand. Must have been volunteer from another year. It wouldn't have been last year, I don't feel like. But anyway. Well, we'll look around some more. Well, this is embarrassing. This is a spot that I actually ran out of chemical in my sprayer. And I flushed out the booms, thought that I probably had enough in here to go ahead and get everything that where I ended up. But obviously there's a little strip here that just didn't have enough chemical to quite get it there. So, but it's not too big. It's not a big deal. A few feet. So there you see some that's up good, and I just dug this guy up. It's just now coming. And that's never good with corn. You want it all to come up at the same time, but I don't know at this stage of the game if we'll do anything different here. If we'll go in and kill this, we'll just have to monitor it and see what's going to happen here. So this is a field directly across the creek from that field we were just looking at. Now our plan here, this was planted last fall, hairy vetch, oats, and I don't remember if we had some wheat in here too. And these oats survived the really cold we had there. So our plan was to plant corn into this. I don't know, we'll see how it works. I almost want to come in and cut it for hay. Look what kind of a hay it makes. I always hate doing that, taking my nutrients off the field, but then sometimes we feed them right back on the field. So we'll look around some more at this field, but our plan was, you know, here about the middle of May or something, when this hairy vetch had produced all the nitrogen it's probably going to do, we come in here and plant the corn. Now we have 70 units of 28% knifed into the soil. We did that a few weeks ago. But I was hoping that's all the N we would put on. There's no P and K put on this field at this time, and I was gonna take a Haney test, kind of see where we're at on that, but we don't plan on putting any on. Here's another spot in the field. I'm just going to show you how tall this hairy vetch is getting here. I mean, it's getting pretty big. I've seen bigger, but it was not this thick and rambunctious here before we had all this rain. It had been so dry. So I don't know. There's a way we could calculate, I think, how much nitrogen might be here. I'm going to take some Haney test here. I don't know if we'll do that today. And I'll even go over the results if I get those back with you guys, if you're interested. Some of you might be. It's too wet to plant now, and then we're going to get some more rain. It sounds like next week. So it's, I don't know. Hard to tell when we might get this planted. But again, we're right across those trees there. You can't see them for the trees. Is a group of sheep and goats that we're kidding out. I've been showing you those. Well, we could still come in here and graze this or whatever we decide to plant in here, or if we don't get a good stand of corn or something. Now, I wouldn't really want to, you know, you might be tempted to put them in here now. They're kidding over there, but I'll just tell you, kidding in this tall stuff like this, it makes it very difficult for the guard dogs to protect them, because predators can come in here kind of sight unseen, and they'll come up downwind from the animal. They won't be able to smell them, and they'll you know, you're apt to lose quite a few kids to predators if you come into something that's this tall. And it's hard for the nannies and the ewes to keep everybody together, the young new kids and the families there. As tempting as it is, I probably wouldn't do it now. If I had a bunch of cows calving, that might be okay, but yeah, it sure looks like good livestock feed though, don't it? And there in the distance you can see that other field, and the corn's kind of trying to come up in was just at, and there's no fence between here and there. I mean, we could put a little fence along the creek, I suppose, but that probably won't happen. We've got enough grazing for that now. Oh, I mean, yeah, come in here and hay it. Maybe we'd plant easier. We'll just have to see. It's all this stuff. You can plan and make plans, but the weather's going to dictate what, you know, finally happens. It's like, I can't even remember the scripture verse, but y'all probably know it. A man makes plans, the plans of a man's heart, but the Lord determines the steps. And that's just how it is. You can make all the plans you want, and it's a good idea to do that, but when the rubber meets the road, it's the Lord that determines what's going to happen here. Hey, I want to tell you too, this is well, 25 acres, kind of an experimental field that we're doing. And within this experimental field, we'll have some products that we're going to use this year on a trial basis, experimental basis, I guess, from Elevate Ag. Elevate Ag's a company out of Harrington, Kansas. Austin Cisnero, if I'm pronouncing that right, has been here, and we looked at our place and things, and they have some products designed for what we'll do. We'll use something called Hypercycle when I burn this down, that will break down this forage and make it more available to the bacteria, and we'll see how that works. And then we'll take some plant analysis and then determine where to go from there. And even we may even just split this field to determine, how things look compared to a control.